Hello students, now let's see how to give IUPAC names for organic compounds with functional groups. IUPAC naming of organic compounds with functional groups. For this, we should know what are the functional groups. First one is haloalkanes. It is generally represented as X. The functional group is represented as X and it can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine. So any halogen atoms. Then the second one is alcohols and the functional group is OH. So if OH is there in an organic compound, the compound will be an alcohol. Then comes aldehydes, the functional group is CHO and CHO can be written in this way also, C double bond OH. So carbon എല്ലാ valencies show ചെയ്ത് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന structure ആണിത്. Then the next one is ketones, that is CO. CO is the functional group that is written as C double bond O also. ഇങ്ങനെയും നമുക്ക് ketone എഴുതാം. Then comes carboxylic acids. The functional group is COOH and this COOH can be written in this way also, C double bond OH. So these are the main functional groups. So functional groups ഏതാണെന്ന് അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ അതിൻ്റെ ഫോർമുലകളും അറിഞ്ഞിരിക്കണം. Now let's name the compounds. The first one is if the structure of an organic compound is like this. So if this is the structure, you have to name this compound. So let's check what is the functional group present here. Here Br is the functional group, that is bromine. So bromine ആണ് ഇവിടെ functional group. So നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി it's a haloalkane. So it's a haloalkane. Bromine ആണ് functional group. So there is a halogen atom. So the compound is a haloalkane. So haloalkanes name ചെയ്യുന്നത് haloalkane എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് പോലെ തന്നെയാണ്. അതായത് haloalkane എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആ ഫോർമാറ്റിൽ തന്നെയാണ് നമ്മൾ IUPAC നെയിം കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. So halo means the particular halogen. Here bromine is the particular halogen here and the alkane we have to find out. For finding out the alkane, we need to count the number of carbon atoms and find the parent alkane. Here 2 carbon atoms are there. The parent alkane is ethane. And the first word will be halo. Here it is bromo. So instead of halo, we can write bromo. Then the alkane, the parent alkane here is ethane. So the name will be bromoethane. So bromo means halo, alkane means ethane. So bromoethane is the name of this particular compound. So haloalkane ഈ ഒരു ഫോർമാറ്റിൽ തന്നെയാണ് haloalkanesന് പേരിടുന്നത്. So halo എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ find out the halogen atom present and here it is bromine. So it starts with bromo. Then alkane, here find out the parent alkane which is an ethane. Since there are 2 carbon atoms, so it will be bromoethane. So like haloalkane, it is bromoethane. So this is how haloalkanes are named. Then let's see another compound. So this is the structure of another organic compound. And find out the functional group here. Here it is OH. So OH is the functional group here. So it will be an alcohol. So for naming alcohols, E of the parent alkane is replaced by OL. So alcohol, all എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ all എന്നാണ് ഇവിടെ end ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. So alcoholsന്റെ എല്ലാം പേര് ends with OL. And find out the parent alkane by counting the number of carbon atoms. Here 3 carbon atoms are there. So it will be propane. And E of the parent alkane is replaced by OL. So propanol will be the IUPAC name of this particular compound. Now let's see another compound. Here find out the functional group first. Here CHO. CHO is the functional group here. So it will be an aldehyde. For naming aldehydes, E of the parent alkane is replaced by AL. Aldehyde al എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ ആൽ എന്നാണ് aldehydes എല്ലാം end ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So here find out the parent alkane. So there are 4 carbon atoms. So it will be butane, and E of the parent alkane is replaced by Al. So the name will be butanol. So find out the parent alkene by counting the total number of carbon atoms. Here the functional group itself has a carbon atom. We have to count all the carbon atoms present in the compound for finding out the parent alkene. So the name is butanol. Now let's see another compound, that is like this. Here the functional group is CO. So CO is the functional group, so it will be a ketone. So for naming ketones, E of the parent alkane is replaced by ONE, on. Ketone എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ on എന്നാണ് end ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So the number of carbon atoms are 3 here, so it will be propane, and E of the parent alkane is replaced by ONE. So the name is propanol. Here also the functional group itself has a carbon. We have to add all the carbon atoms for finding out the parent alkane. So it is propanol. Now let's see another compound, that is here the functional group is COOH. COOH means it's a carboxylic acid. For naming carboxylic acid, E of the parent alkane is replaced by OIC acid. Oic acid എന്നാണ് carboxylic acids end ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Here find out the number of carbon atoms. 3 carbon atoms are there, so it will be propane, and E of the parent alkane is replaced by OIC acid. So the name is propanoic acid. So in this case also the functional group has a carbon. So we have to add all the carbon atoms together for getting the parent alkane. So the name is propanoic acid. Now let's see how to draw the structure when you are getting the name of a particular compound. ഒരു പേര് കിട്ടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ how to draw the structure. So the first one is chloroethane. So if it is chloroethane, how to draw the structure? So chloroethane means it's a haloalkane. So chloroethane, it's haloalkane. So which is the functional group here? So it is chloro. That means it will be chlorine. So chlorine is the functional group. And ethane means the number of carbon atoms will be 2. So if there are 2 carbon atoms, the parent alkane will be ethane. So here ethane is here. The number of carbon atoms will be 2. So we need to draw the number of carbon atoms at first. So number of carbon atoms will be 2, and we can draw C, single bond C first, then chlorine at the end. So we can add chlorine as the functional group. Now we can satisfy the valencies of these 2 carbon atoms. So carbon is having valency 4, so we have to satisfy the valency of carbon with hydrogen atoms. So this will be the structure of chloroethane. Now let's see another name, that is propanol. If it is propanol, how to draw? So it ends with ol. We know it's an alcohol and the functional group will be OH, and it starts with prop. So it has 3 carbon atoms. So first we need to draw 3 carbon atoms, then add the functional group as OH. Then satisfy the valencies of carbon with hydrogen. So this will be the structure of propanol. Now let's see another compound, that is butanol. So if it is butanol, it will be an aldehyde since it ends with al. And but, it starts with but, so there will be 4 carbon atoms. There will be 4 carbon atoms if it starts with but. Since it's an aldehyde, the functional group is CHO, and we know this CHO has a carbon. So the total number of carbon atoms will be 4. So 1 carbon has to be converted as CHO. So CHO can be written like this. C double bond OH. So one carbon should be converted to CHO. Then we will get the total number as 4. Then the rest of the valencies of other carbon atoms will be satisfied with hydrogen. So this will be the structure of butanol. Now let's see a ketone, butanone. So how to draw butanone? So it's a ketone. It ends with ONE, it will be a ketone and the functional group will be CO. And it starts with but, so there will be 4 carbon atoms. So there will be 4 carbon atoms. In the case of ketone, so the carbonyl group or the CO group will be after one carbon. So ഒരു കാർബണിന് ശേഷം വേണം നമ്മൾ ഒരു CO ഗ്രൂപ്പ് കൊടുക്കാൻ. കാരണം ഈ കാർബണൈൽ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൻ്റെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ CO ഗ്രൂപ്പിൻ്റെ രണ്ട് സൈഡിലും ഗ്രൂപ്പുകൾ ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കണം. സോ അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് എൻഡിൽ ഈ ഫങ്ഷൻ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് കൊടുക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. സോ ബാക്കി എല്ലാ കേസിലും നമുക്ക് എൻഡിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ഫങ്ഷൻ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ കീറ്റോണിൻ്റെ കേസിൽ ഇടയ്ക്ക് മാത്രമേ ആഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റൂ. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഫസ്റ്റ് കാർബണിന് ശേഷം നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടു the first carbon, we can convert the second carbon as the carbonyl group or the CO group. So, രണ്ടാമത്തെ കാർബണിനെ CO group ആയിട്ട് convert ചെയ്യുക. Total 4 കാർബണേ വരാവൂ since it is butanol. Then the rest of the valencies should be satisfied with hydrogen. So, ഈ കാർബണിൻ്റെ കേസിൽ ഓൾറെഡി 4 valencies satisfied ആണ്. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ഈ കേസിൽ 1, 2. So, we need to add 2 more. Here one valency is satisfied. We need to add 3 more. So this will be the structure of butanone. Then the next one will be an carboxylic acid. So if it is propanoic acid, so it ends with OIC acid, it will be a carboxylic acid and it has the functional group COH and it starts with prop, so there will be 3 carbon atoms and total number of carbon atoms will be 3 and the COH itself has a carbon. So in this case we have to convert one carbon as COH. So one carbon as COH, then the rest of the carbon we have to satisfy the valencies with the hydrogen. So CH3, CH2, COH. So this will be the structures. This COH can be drawn in this way also. So we can draw like this also. So this is the structure of propanoic acid. So hope you have understood. Thank you. Thank you for watching.